I am back. Okay, I'm back. Sorry, everyone, for that. I had some difficulties, but I am back. Hopefully, you all weren't confused on what difficulties that were. But let's go back to trains. Like I said, before, I'm over at Widnes train station. I have come over at this side of the station, and if you saw my fail attempt, the 195 left going to Warrington Central. Is the audio okay on this thing? Let me know if I sound good. Yeah, you do. Good, 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 good. All right, so I'm over at Widnes, and I can't tell if anything has changed since the last time I've been here. If you saw the last video I did of Widnes. Last time I streamed, I was at Lee Green. This time, I am at Widnes. I thought I might come down here, spot for a bit, and then just uh, see what else dawns for me. If you're all wondering, yes, I am still doing Manchester Oxford Road. I'm just dealing with some issues right now, but I am going to do that next month for say about the 10th of April. So while we wait for any trains to come on by, I've chosen this station because this station has more train activity than last time. So, with any luck, we'll see a lot of trains. Nice train station, isn't it? Yeah, it is a good train station. And I forgot to do hashtag the what was it? Transparent Express. I can change it when I edit this anyway. So I am here at Widnes. There should be more train activity than last time. It's a nice and sunny day, so that's why I chose to come down here on this day because who doesn't want to come down to a train station, train spot in a good old sun? If I was over at the beach, I would have like I don't know, lay down on the sand or something. Okay, down on the horizon over there, I can see some lights. As you can see, see if I can point right over there. If you can see, So we're gonna have a train bound in a minute to see what will go past or stop by. Until then, what do you wait? Announcement time. We got a train pulling through, which is the one I just showed you. All right, well, there it is over there. Lay your butt down and pick up your phone. It's train time. And our first train for this stream, we're gonna have a passing train. What passing train? Looks like a Transparent Express. Double 185. Man, I love those 185s. Couldn't really figure out like where it was going, but I couldn't read the board thingy. That blew my head off. Well, I hope not literally, because I want you to watch. But yeah, that was a fast train. It's one of the reasons why I came down here. To watch trains come and go and stop at the same time. That was a speedy train, definitely, because it zoomed past. Well, yeah, it wasn't like that train wasn't supposed to stop here. But yeah, we're going to see a lot more train activity than than over at Lee Green. We're going to see some Northern, some East Midlands Railway, as we just saw, Transparent Express. We're going to see. I think that's it. Northern, East Midlands Railway, and Transparent Express. Almost said that expense. Your announcement for a train. It was okay train, to be fair. Yeah, it was an okay train. But we just had an announcement of another train that's going to zoom past. This time on my platform. I was gonna, but I don't see a train. We'll see in a moment. Still don't see nothing, even though the announcement just went. Wait, I think I might see something. Yeah, I think I see a train down there. We'll see what it is when it goes right past. But to anyone who just tuned into this live stream, hello, thank you for tuning in. I am Trinspot155, and this is a live stream over at Widnes. We just had the announcement that a train is going to pass through. Yep, I see it. It's looks like the front is a 156, making it a northern train. Here it is. A double 156 going to the Lime Street. Nice diesel engine power. So it's nice to see that 8 of you have tuned in for today's spotting. And as we saw there, that was our second train of the day. Wow, I've seen them tails before. What do you mean by tails? They are old diesel. You meant to say diesel? Well, I've seen them diesel before. They are old diesel. Yeah, these trains are old, but they have been like repainted. Old trains, but newer looks, as I like to say. So until we see or hear the next announcement for our next train, let's start with some questions. Because as you all should know by now, in my live streams, I like to answer questions that any of you like to ask. So, what would any of you like me to answer? Like, I'm willing to answer anything. Lay it on me. Have you been to this station before? Well, if you saw my videos, the answer will be yes. I've been to the station a few times for the past few years. So if you want to find the answer to that question, look on my videos. I've made three, I think, three videos of this station. And just like Lee Green, this station has two platforms, but it has a lot more activity than Lee Green if you don't count um the what's the word again? Freight trains. How long are you doing this for today? Uh, I want to say the same time same amount of time as last stream, like an hour or so. Then I'll get then I'll start heading home. Oh, we got announcement. Announcement, another passing train going to go by. It says platform one, and platform one is that side. So I can see it. It's all the way down there. It will take a few minutes. This is okay, this stream. Yeah, I think this stream is going to be better than Lee Green because there's more train activity. It's always nice to see you again, EM4141. Always talkative. I want to see if other people can chat me up until this train zooms past. I see the train. It's coming. Oh, and I accidentally turned around. You just saw my face for a second there. But anyway, back to trains. We have a northern service to Manchester Oxford Road, formed with a double 150. Welcome to. Yeah, it's nice for you to welcome me, and always a pleasure. We just had the announcement of another train going to pass by in a minute. I'm zoomed in. Sorry about that. But yeah, we had a double 150 go past, and I see the headlights of it right now. And because today is a hot day, I've come without the gloves this time. There comes another train, folks. Got your butt down and pick up your phone. It's train time. And we have a Transpan Express going to Liverpool Lime Street. You see why I like coming here because there's a lot of train activity. Way better than Lee Green. Oh, that made me dizzy. Well, that's something that you have to deal with when you do transplant business like mine. It takes a lot of patience, a lot of timing, editing, and I think that's it. I can list at the moment. I had a Q&A sticker. Oh, what's this? Try it. The top key answer. Start Q&A. What is this? What? I can ask a question? Ask a question. Ooh, hang on, everybody. I just found something. Can you all see that? That's on screen. I'm gonna put it up here. Wait, I'm gonna put it there. Can you all see that? That question I just put on screen. No, I'm sure. Oh yeah, now I see it. Didn't know you could do a Q&A on streams. But yeah, if it shows me something that I can do, then why not? A northern train. Wrong. Guess again. Like you didn't say what color it was, so you have to guess again. Another train is definitely on its way. It's just backed up for some reason. I want you all to see the bridge, so I'll put the question over here. Trans Express. That's the service, but what? But the question is, like that? Like that's what the train was. But what? But the question is, if you can read it, what color was the train? Come on, EM4141. To Liverpool, Lime Street. I'm telling you the color blue. There you go. But what kind of blue? There are different blues, you know. Like there's light blue, dark blue, whatever blue. Light blue. Ding ding. Good. I wish I could type on here. The answer was blue. Is there a way for me to change the question? Like, I don't know. I don't know how this Q&A thing works. I wish you could. Now I'm going to delete this question. There you go. I'll put on a new one in a minute. Right now it's train time. And we have 195 going to Liverpool Lime Street. All right, the conductor's now letting the people on. Train now departing is a 195 129 going to Liverpool Lime Street. Thank you, driver. Nice two-tone. Off goes 195 129 going to Liverpool Lime Street. Lovely paint job. I got to agree. A nice northern train livery. All right, well, we wait for another train. Let's see if I can get another question on here. Uh, what question to ask? Oh, yeah. Uh, 'Here's your next question. How many coaches did the Northern train that just left have? 4 coaches. Wrong. Guess again. Anyone else want to guess before EM4141 takes it? Don't know what kind of symbol that is, but 3. Okay. That is correctamundo. 3 coaches. Let's see. Let's see what else I could do. Let's see if I can ask a different question here. Let's see if any of you can predict. Here we go. Here we go. How many coaches will the next train have? Two of you have voted already. I like this. Both of you have voted for 4 coaches. Let's see if you're correct. I like these questions because I answer them. I think I'm gonna stick with these vote stuff because I like voting. Well, I like doing votes. 4. Well, let's see if you're right. When the next train comes, whenever that is, because I don't have the timetable. But anyone else want to make a guess? So far, 2 of you have said 4 coaches. I guessed. Can you switch your vote? I don't know if it locks in your vote, but can you switch? That way, you can always get a guess how many coaches the next train will or will not have. Like I can only do 2 options, but you never know. It could be like it could be less than 3 because I don't know how to get the third option. So EM4141. What is this symbol that you put next to the number? I don't get that symbol. Anyone else want to guess how many coaches the next train will have? Either put it on the vote or put it in the chat. I don't mind either way. I want other people to guess on here. I don't know what that is. I haven't put that symbol. What time is it? It is 4:04. I voted for coaches. Yeah, no, I can see that. Three people have voted so far for four coaches. That could be wrong because it could be two coaches, but I don't know what the third option is. So far, I can only do two. But let's see what else will come by. I'll leave this question on until the next train arrives or zooms past, whatever they say. Hey, do you remember when the announcement of Lee Green was so late that it could harm somebody if they were listening to announcements because on how late it was? Well, on this station, it notifies you like a minute before, 1 or 2 minutes before it goes past. So this, not sure if it's always been that way, but I like it. I like it. Let me just do one thing here. I like it. I like it too. Good and better. Yes, sirree. I like the announcement on this station. They should really change it up better. Here we go. We got an announcement. We got a we got a train going to Norwich. I see it. It's down over the horizon. Place your final vote in now. We're about to find out the answer to this question. How many coaches will the next train have? 83 of you have voted for coaches. People walking around the bridge. And the answer is four coaches. Well done to the people who voted for coaches. Because right here we have a double 158 going to Norwich. And if y'all are wondering, yes, this service is like 5 hours. So I wouldn't recommend doing it unless you really want to spend 5 hours of your time. I see them trains. Nice paint job. Yeah, nice. The, I like the East Midlands Railway. I think they've got like a new paintwork with it, but they haven't got that on the other 158s. The train at the party is a double 158 going to Norwich. I'll get rid of this question. There we go. Gone. Almost been here for 4 hours and we're getting a lot of good trains today. Just gonna stay here until we see another train. I think that's going to be in a minute because I think I heard the announcement. Oh, we got a special train over here. Okay. Here we have a single 170 going to Liverpool Street. This train is formed with 3 coaches. If this train showed up first, then 3 coaches would have been the winner. Aye, this train is ready to depart. Train now departing is a 170 going to Liverpool Street. I had a good way from the driver and the conductor. Off goes 170 to Liverpool Street. 4 coaches that train has. Nope, this train has 3 coaches. The other one had 4 coaches. While we wait for another train, let's see what else we can talk about. I've been studying up for a while. Let's go in here and sit down for a bit. I need to rest my legs. I'm gonna put you all on here on this chair until we see another train. Yeah, a lot of rubbish this station has on it. I was like, people don't care for the environment that much on keeping stations clean. See what you all put. I answered incorrectly. Incorrectly. Yes, you did. If the other train wasn't late, if that 170 wasn't late, then you would have been wrong. Yeah, let's see if we can get another question on here. Oh, I can add options on here. Okay then. What question do I want to ask? I'll get up in a minute to see what train that will be. Warrington Central, love that station. Nice to know you're actually paying attention. What do you mean it's how I watch you? The hell you mean? I didn't say that. But sit your butt down and get out and pick up your phone. It's train time. And this train is A195. Northern service to Warrington Central. 195 121. Look, this train has a bit of a clean up to do. Right, train now departing is a 195 121 going to Warrington Central. And off that train goes. Let's go and sit down again until the next train comes. And here we go. I just made a new question. What kind of train will pass next? Will it be Northern, Transpan Express, or East Midlands Railway? Please put your votes in now, because I don't think we have long until the next train passes by. Oh, we got a 50-50 choice here. Nice to see other people get involved. Gonna wait for the announcement to say what train will pass by or arrive in next. But this question will be for the next train that passes by. Let's see what else will happen next. Looks like most people want Transparent Express. Well, let's see if you're correct. Just gonna wait here until the next train comes. I put my vote in. I can see that. I think it was emergency. What was? What's an emergency? Yeah, man. It looks like you're all alone on that one. Anyone that's just tuned in on today's stream, I am over at Widnes train station. Last time we streamed at Lee Green, and almost missed a few trains because of the announcements was late. But it's different here. Starting to get tired already. But we have hit the 1 hour mark. We got an announcement for our train. Sit your butt down and pick up your phone. It's train time. Who is going to be right? And who's going to be wrong? Someone has put nothing down. So we've got one for Eastman's Railway, two for Transparent Express, and one for Northern. Who's going to be right and who's going to be wrong? I can see a train on the horizon over there. If you can see it, those lights. But the first train that's going to show up first will be the one passing through that way. But who's going to be right and who's going to be wrong? I haven't got it. The question. What do you mean you haven't got it? It's right there it's right there on your screen. But anyway, here's your next train. And the answer is Northern. Only one of you is right with that only guessed for Northern. So congratulations for whoever voted for Northern. Let's see who will be second place. Will it be Northern again? Or Transparent Express? Or Eastman's Railway? I didn't hear an announcement for the other side, but here it is. Second place is going to be Transparent Express. And last place for whoever voted for Eastman's Railway. So congratulations for whoever voted for Northern. You are a train spotting genius. Or train spotting quiz whiz, as I want to say. Should we have another question? Yeah. Okay then, let's have another question. No, I'm not gonna do that one. I'm gonna do this one. What should I ask? Because this will end up being the last question of the stream. All right, here's our this is our last question for the day. Should I race the train from one side of the platform to the other side? One side being all the way down there to that side of the platform, all the way down to this side. I can't do it. I can't do the next train because it's about to pass through. But with the next passing train, should I race it to see if I can beat it to get to the other side of the station before the train does? While you all put your votes in, we're gonna have another train passing through. Here we have a Transbrine Express. I'm gonna put the question down here. That was on us to get somewhere. Well, not really, because that express train will be stuck behind the northern train, as you saw went past a few minutes ago. Okay, the next passing train from that side, I'm gonna race it if you all want me to from here all the way down there. See if I can beat the train to get the other side before I do. Yeah, try it. Well, everyone gets to vote on it. You've got until the next passing train comes. We'll have to wait until the next train comes or pass by. Oh, look here, we're tied. It's a tie between yes or no. Should I race? Should I not? We need one more person to cast a vote. We need a tiebreaker here, guys. We need one more person to vote. If I should race or not, the next passing train is on its way. The the announcement just said. Got like a minute or two. If it ends up being a tie, then I have to say no. But the train is a minute out. You see it just over there? It's close enough. Let's see, we all voted, and most of you have voted no. You don't want me to race the train. Well, that's unfortunate. I would love to try it, but hey, most of you don't want me to try it, so I won't. At least we'll see what kind of train this is. This won't be the last train of our day, but that will be our last question. But the next train to slowly pass by would have been an easy race. Is a double 156 going to Manchester Oxford Road. It's unfortunate that most of you don't want me to race it, but it's all you all wanted. I can hear people screaming. I would have. I bet you would race a train with me. I was in the next wait, the next three trains, and I'll call it a day. All right, our next train of the day is going to be 195 going to Liverpool Lime Street. The same 195 121 that we saw before. Which these train goes where it departs. train now departing is a 195-121 going to Liverpool Street. As you can see, the sun is shining brightly today. Oh, it got so much power, that train. Yeah, the 195s and the 331s are basically the same train, but there's one difference between them both. Well, one of them is electric and one of them is diesel. And I think diesel power has more power than electric, no matter how many volts it has in it. Next two trains to come and go, and then I'll end it there. Thanks for letting me. Thanks for having me on here again. Well, I should be saying thank you to you for hopping on here again and watch more spot some more trains with me. And the first I always take. turn it and doesn't make people who like train spotting get bored. Well, I wish you could come down here and spot with me. If you like watching me spot, why don't you one day join me on one of my spotting videos and spot with me? I'm sure you would like to be in one of my videos, whoever EM4141 is. Looks like we got a delayment. You, you never know what will happen like that station. How long for next train? Well, if next train isn't delayed, I might call that the last train. It'll be it'll be the 170 that we saw before going to Norwich. Should be around 10 minutes or so. All we gotta do is stay here for 10 long minutes. Is it still delayed? The announcer said the one to Liverpool Lime Street is delayed. Like, I can't check the timetable for the other side, but this side delayed like 11 minutes. So that's going to be some time. Man, I'm starting to get tired now. But I want to end this stream with a good train. To make sure I got plenty of battery for the next train, I'm going to plug in my my battery pack. Do 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 do. Have we got a train yet? We had no announcements, but there's nothing that way, and there's nothing that way. Still waiting on a train. While we're waiting, might as well bring up the next question. The last question, which is the question we had before, but this time it's going to be different. Bang. Last question, which is the one we had before. How many coaches would the next train have? Four coaches, three coaches. Yeah, three people have voted already. Well, let's see what train will show up next. Let's see who will be right. Will it be 3 coaches or 4 coaches? This will be the last question of the day before I end this stream. Here's our next train on the horizon. This train is going to Nottingham. Excuse me. Don't know where that came from. Looks like this next train here is going to be our last train. Please put down your votes. It's your last chance to change it if you want to change. Okay, voting time is over. Looks like our last train is going to be 170 with 3 coaches going to Nottingham. I want to say thanks for people for voting. 3 coaches because that's who won this vote. Rosine train goes when it departs. Train now departing is a 170 going to Nottingham. Should I wait for one more train before I end this stream? So no said hi. Well, after the next train, I'm going to end this stream. So thanks for tuning in. Be a bit late though. Should I wait for another train? If you want, you can stay on until the next train comes, and after that, I'll call it a day. But you can watch the entire stream from the beginning if you want. See what trains that we've seen today, and I'm hoping that you can tune in for my next stream that I'll do over at Manchester Oxford Road. I'll do that next month. Yeah, we'll wait for one more train, then I'll call it a day. Our next train is like delayed. I don't know how long it'll be, so I hope you like the wait. One question. Oh, you got a question? Ask away. Ask a question. Is this somewhere in Germany? No, sadly no. This is this is the UK. I don't know if you like travel on planes, but me, you will never see me going on a plane to go somewhere else. I'd rather stay in this country. All because of the great trains we have. Like, if you got any more questions, I'll be, I'll be, all right to answer. Oh, UK, I have a friend in UK. Well, if your friend likes train spawn like I do, I bet he or she can, uh, like that person can tell you what train activity happens in a certain station if you're interested in a certain station. Now, while we got this last person on here before this train comes, I'm going to repeat the next this. I'm going to repeat the last question to see what his answer will be. Well, why not repeat the repeat this same question to give any anyone who's new to the stream before I end it. We've got until the next train to to know who will be right. All right, it's even though the announcement just said it's small late, it's now going to show up. Oh wait, never mind. Looks like the northern service is going to come first. Everyone, put down your bets or votes or whatever. So next train is just down there. Most of you are putting 3. All right, here it comes. Here we have a 195129 going to Warrington Central with a maximum of 3 coaches. Whoever said 3, congratulations. Train now departing is a 195129 going to Warrington Central. Why is it going backwards? Well, it's not really going backwards. It's going well. It like if it was if the train was on this side, then it would be going backwards. But it was on that side, so it's going forwards. If you knew about trains, you would have known that. I just saw the lights to the train. This next train will be our last train of the day, and then we'll call it there. I Our last train slowly coming in is a 170. Looks like it might be a double here. We're going to Liverpool Lime Street. Yep, a double 170 going to Liverpool Lime Street. 170 424. We'll see this train goes where it departs. Right, train now departing. It's a double 170 going to Liverpool Lime Street. 170 424. And the end is 170 for 114. I think that one was. And this is where I'm going to call it for today. We had great trains today. And I'm glad that you all stuck around and spotted trains with me. Thank you all so much for watching. If you like video live streams and videos of me doing this, like and subscribe, and comment on my videos for any suggestions if you want me to cover any stations you are all at. Until then, I will see you all next time. Goodbye.